Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Sunapee Middle High School here in Sunapee, New Hampshire, right outside the lake. Great place to be at the end of February when the temperature is going to be around 0 tonight. I'm Pete Terrier, along with our videographer Jen Chick. Big one in Division 4 tonight. The Sunapee Lakers 14-2, and the Derryfield Cougars 15-1. This one could go a long way in determining the #1 seed in D4. Sunapee losing to Derryfield earlier this year in Manchester. They get another crack at them tonight here at home. Senior night in Sunapee, honoring the 5 Lakers seniors. Should be a good one. We'll have all the highlights, the post-game reaction as well. It's Sunapee and Derryfield right here from Sunapee on nhsportspage.com. Center against 6'5" Roger Larrabee, and a tap controlled easily by Larrabee. And Derryfield has it, and quickly to the basket, Max Anderson scoring, and a 2-0 lead in the opening seconds for Derryfield. 6-3 the score. Left-hand side, Gialdassis. Gialdassis got it inside Fitzgerald. Nice dump-down pass. Scaring for 2. And the lead is now 6 for Doherty. They break the pressure. McGinley still in the backcourt. They finally get it ahead. Zorn, bounce pass. Underneath Larrabee. Larrabee finishes again. He's got 6, and the lead is 4, 10-6. Pretty move, no. Fitzgerald the rebound. Up to Tenney. Tenney attacking. Swings at Chappelle for 3. He knocks it down. Isaiah Chappelle. It's a 1-point game, 10-9. Walks it up. Left side, Chappelle. Chappelle on the baseline, Fleming. Fleming bounce pass, Chappelle. Free throw line jumper, and he nails it. So another basket for Chappelle. Chappelle with it. Swings it to Fitzgerald now. Stifler for 3. He nails a 3. Off the bench, it's Jesse Stifler. And that puts Sunapee on top, 17-15. Zorn trying to answer at the other end. It's short. Offensive rebound. Rizos puts it up and in with the left hand. Tie game at 17. McGinley's 3. It's too long. Larrabee offensive rebound right at the basket. Count it and the foul. Larrabee just outpowered and outbigged the Sunapee defense. Rizos, looks like Derryfield holding for 1 in the final seconds of the second quarter. Here's Rizos. Swings it, Zorn right side. Now on the left-hand side, Doherty, middle of the floor, Rizos. They need to shoot. Zorn takes it, and he knocks it down. And Derryfield goes up by 4, and that's it at the half. 25-21, Derryfield. Zorn, 3-ball out of bounds play, and he knocks it down, his second consecutive 3. And Zorn's got 6, and the lead is now 7, 28-21. And they turn it over again. Here's Zorn, another 3. And he hits the third in a row. And just like that, it's a 10-point lead for the Cougars, 31-21. Trying to break this run to open the second half that has them down 10, 31-21. Here's Chappelle for 3, and he answers the 3 at the other end by Zorn, and the lead is down to 7, 31-24. Rizos with it. His team up 6 still, 31-25. Rizos left-handed shot, banker no. Larrabee with the follow. Larrabee's in double figures with 11, and the lead is 8 to the backcourt. Rizos funnels it left side, Zorn. Cross-court pass picked off. Gialdassis attacking the basket with the left hand, and he finishes. Gialdassis scores his first 2, and it's an 8-point lead, 35-27. Stifler back to Chappelle. Chappelle lost it. Zorn has it. The other way, Zorn flips it up. It's short. Offensive rebound. Sam Anderson puts it in. Back to a 10-point lead, 37-27. Now to Sam Anderson, back to Zorn. Zorn flips it ahead to Doherty. Doherty, strong take. Swoops in, no. The tip, Sam Anderson. 40-27, a 30-point lead. 30-point lead, and they can build on it. Here's Zorn. Zorn gets free from the defender, puts it up and gets the bounce. Tyler Zorn makes it a 15-point lead, 42-27. Got it into McGinley. McGinley goes to Doherty outside the arc, right side. Doherty drives, pulls up inside the free throw line now. Doherty got his own rebound, put it up, and put it in. Bennett Doherty. I got him for 8. The lead back to 16, 46-30. 6. Sunapee within 12. They need a turnover, or at least a stop here. And then they need baskets. Rizzo's breaks the pressure. Larrabee with the finish. Beautiful press break there by Derryfield in the lead back to 14, 48-34. Zorn, bounce pass Larrabee, high post, poked away, scared. Chappelle comes away with it. Chappelle, finger roll, and the foul. What a spectacular acrobatic finish by Isaiah Chappelle. Doherty with it. Gets it to McGinley. They go on the low block to Larrabee. Bounce pass. What a finish. What a pass by Larrabee. Max Anderson was there, but Larrabee with the assist from his backside. Back the other way, Chappelle hits the shot. And it's 54-40. Steal by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald strong to the hole. Puts it up high off the window and finishes. It's been a frustrating night for Fitzgerald, who only has 7. But the lead is back to 13, 56-43. Back the other way, McGinley makes it 58-43. Fitzgerald goes in deep, Chappelle. Chappelle has it outside the arc. Now Tenney. Back to Chappelle. Chappelle drives the lane, scoops it up, and gets the bounce. Wow, that was Dr. J. 57, or 72-51. Chappelle gets it to Tenney. Tenney down the lane, scoops it up, short, and that's it. Your final score is 72-51. Derryfield wins it. Derryfield impressive tonight, winning 72-51, pretty much locking up the #1 seed in the Division 4 tournament. Here to talk about it, some of the guys that were instrumental tonight. We got Bennett Doherty to my right, the big guy Roger Larrabee on my left, and the guy that I thought really changed momentum for you. You had 3 big threes, one of them right in the final seconds of the first half, and then 2 to start the second half, Tyler Zorn. When the clock was ticking down in the first quarter, that was a close game. It was actually a 1-point game. You hit the 3 to put you guys up by 4 at the break, and then coming out of the locker room, those 2 quick threes you had put you up 10, and they never recovered.
Right. Well, we just needed a momentum change, I think, like you said, and we run an offense. We knew that we had to get it inside. So the last second shot was just like a last second play, but the 2 threes came from inside touches, which I think is really key because we definitely had the height advantage. So get it inside, kick it out. That's what worked well. And
Roger, you would definitely take advantage of it inside on both the offensive end and the defensive end. I thought that you intimidated their big gun, James Fitzgerald, tonight. He's got a size disadvantage against you, probably about 4 or 5 inches. But defensively and on the boards, I thought you really set that tone in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning of the game, I got a few blocks on him early, and I think that kind of shook him a little bit and kind of shook his confidence. And I think that was pretty key. He wasn't exactly as confident going to the hoop, and I think that's pretty much where the defensive kind of strength came in through the whole team, kind of went throughout.
Well, you're definitely strong. 19 points in the game. Tyler, you had 17, and this guy over here had 14. I thought you were just real solid all around, scoring when you needed to, handling the ball. I mean, at your height, about 6'3" or so, 6'4". you're tough for other guards. They have smaller guards to match up against, and I thought that helps out a real good point guard that you have, Rob Rizos, when you can help out, and then you got these guys kind of working it around the perimeter and the big guy down low. You guys are going to be real tough to beat.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're hoping. I think the best thing about our team is that we have a wide spread of talent. Like you said, when Rob is out or if he's struggling, I can bring it up, or we can really have anyone bring it up. I just think what's great is even if one guy's off, we're not relying on one person. We're relying on our whole team. Like tonight, Roger stepped up big, like best game of the year for sure. And I think when we work well as a team like we did tonight, and we have a very balanced scoring, I think we're a good team.
All right, let's talk about a little payback with you, Roger. The Epping game. Did you play in that Epping game? You didn't play in that game. You didn't play the first time you played Sunapee. So if it came down to you and Epping, a healthy dose of Roger Larrabee will probably help you guys out, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Definitely.
Are you looking? I mean, I'm not saying to look past teams, but would you relish an opportunity to play against a guy like Jimmy Stanley?
Yeah, I definitely would. I mean, I think that'd be a great matchup. I mean, and just with our team, and we have so much power all the way through. I mean, I don't think you can really compare. We have enough players to guard them, you know.
And Tyler, you were part of it. We got people tripping over the court here, so we'll wrap this up. But you were part of that disappointing loss last year in the championship game. I was up there on the stage watching it with Sam Natty, the Lisbon coach. They're obviously not a team you have to worry about this year. You can thank maybe Chad Knighton for transferring to prep school. But how much does that loss last year help you guys as you head forward in the playoffs this year?
I think it does a lot. I think last year was a big learning experience, especially I was also on the team freshman year when we lost to Lisbon. So the second loss really created the fire that I think we have this year, especially, and the motivation definitely is there to get one.
Well, Derryfield 16-1, the number 1 seed in D4. They knock off Sunapee. The Lakers now 14-3. 72-51 was the final, breaking open a close game at halftime. Derryfield, the number 1 seed in D4.
Teams, it's hard to come by against good teams, and the other one is that you get confidence, and everything gets better. Defense gets better, offense gets better. So I thought we had those 2 threes were kind of transition, breaking the pressure. Ty hit them, the timeout. And then after that, I thought they were stretching to the perimeter more, and now our inside game was a little bit more effective. We got a little bit more rebounding, got guys cutting space, and we hit. I thought we hit a fair amount. Like I'll have to see it, but I thought in the third quarter we hit a fair amount, like 12, 13 footers. Like we were banging down like 12, 15 footers, and we're a pretty good shooting team. But that might have been
2 of them that were wide open.
Yeah, and he stepped up, and Bennett had a couple of little drifters and stuff, and so maybe a little bit of rim luck, where we're shooting pretty well because they play pretty good defense, and I'm not sure many of them were uncontested. Like I think Rob had one where he stepped up and he was pretty open at the elbow, but most of them were all of a sudden we're hitting some nice shots, and the D went, their D went away a little.
Even in the first half, they weren't really, this was probably one of their worst shooting games.
I think this is the lowest score they've had all year too.
You would know. I don't know. I know. Like when we were playing them, was it Fitzgerald? Is it Fitzgerald and Chappelle? Like they shoot the ball up, and so.
What does this say, Rob, about? I mean, you got 1 game left, but what does this say? Nice little tune-up before the tournament starts.
Oh, I was really looking forward to this game. I mean, on the road against a really good team. I don't know for sure, but I think whichever is one tonight was probably going to get the 1 seed, I think, because of the point stuff. I think we would have dropped the 3 if we don't get the game. I think these 2 teams are right there in the top 3 or 4 in the state, and we could be a precursor of things to come. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, you got to play. You got to play. Oh, is Sean here? Yeah, he had to be here. Yeah. So I think I saw Swedberg. Like there was a little coaches convention around there someplace. So, but any good teams on the road are always. It's always nice to win nice games on the road and stuff. And if I looked at the start of the season, like I knew Newmarket was going to be down, but I think they're well coached and they play pretty tough. And so I think we got 5 out of 6 between Epping, Newmarket, and Sunapee. So I'm pretty proud of our guys to get 5 out of those 6 games, And so Roger, it's nice.
Roger played like a man tonight. I thought, especially early. He had some blocks and real aggressive moves to the basket and rebounding, things like that.
Yeah, you know, he's been getting in shape. You know, he had the ankle from the Christmas tournament, and then he had flu, and he was out for like about 8 days for us with like sickness and stuff. And so he's been coming back. You know, I think like all guards want to be bigs and all bigs want to be guards. So, and he's got some nice shots. I think he's actually leading percentage-wise, three-point shooter percentage-wise. But he's bought into and accepted, like, he'll have some step outs and he'll have some high post stuff where he can do some outside play. But he's kind of accepted, like, he can change a game. He's a dominating guy if he wants to be inside. And we've kind of gotten the last couple of weeks to say, like, all right, I'll be that guy, you know. And he's a really nice kid and stuff, and I'm not sure sometimes, he's a big kid, strong, but he's not a mean-spirited kid, so sometimes you want those bigs like this, like mocking people around and bowling around, and he's not that guy. But I thought he played pretty hard tonight, played pretty tough, and you know, so that's nice, that's good for us. And,
how much is your experience?
If we lose one game after winning 9 in a row and don't have confidence, I think we're all set there.
I want to talk to you about that first half, how it ended. I mean, you guys were right there. It was back and forth in the first half. Kid hits the big three, and then coming out of the locker room, a couple threes and puts you down 10. You never recovered from that. You made some runs, but you could never get over the hump.
I mean, shots are going to fall when they fall. People make plays that don't make them, you know, here and there, spread throughout a game. They're a good team. They made plays at that point. I mean, if I'm up 4 at halftime, I'm not particularly feeling like I've got it made, and I'm not worried too much when I'm down 4. I mean, they just made some plays at the end of the half. It didn't deflate us. I mean, they just continued to make shots. We had a bad shooting night. Some of it goes to their defense. Some of it goes to a bad shooting night. I mean, we got to play better than that to beat a good team. I mean, they play better than I've seen them play in other nights. They play better than they did against us down at their place. I mean, they had a good night, and we didn't, and they're a quality team. And might be tough to beat them on a night this good. I think, I mean, even if we played well. But, I mean, we didn't play well. So that's the way it goes in basketball. We got a third game, hopefully, if we're lucky. And we'll get them on the big court, and we'll see how much of a difference that makes in certain areas of the game.
I'm not big on #1 seed meaning a whole lot. I mean, not like you'd be playing a championship game or even a semifinal game at your own place. I think, you know, as long as you're in that top 4 and you have 2 home games, that's good. What's your thoughts on where you guys are going to fall in the seedings?
Well, I think the tournament starts for us on Friday because, you know, we won't be in the top 4 unless we beat Wilton. So to answer your question, I mean, I think it doesn't really matter whether you're 1, 2, 3, or 4. It might matter a little bit who's in your bracket, but that's not something, you know, you can control. What you can control is win enough games to get 2 home games. I mean, I'm a little old school. I've been doing this for a while, and I wish we were playing quarters at the college court where we should. Nobody should have that advantage, but if you're gonna have it the way it is, I want to be at home. Right. I don't want to be getting a 3-hour bus ride up north. So I think that's a big game for us Friday. We'll be in the 4th spot if we. I think all things being equal, who knows? Maybe something crazy will happen in another game, but I think we'll be in the 4th spot if we win, and that'll be good for us. The only problem is Deerfield be in the 1 spot, so we get to see them in the semis instead of the finals, I guess. But that's okay. We'll be happy to be there. We haven't made a lot of trips to the Plymouth and nothing to the Final 4 here at Sunapee over the years, so I think we'll be very happy with whatever things happen for us, and we'll let the chips fall where they may and try to play better than we did tonight. And I think when we play well, we're a tough team to beat, but there's some tough competition too. Derryfield, you know, being at the top of that list.
Wrapping things up here from Sunapee Middle High School. Blowout win for Derryfield. They really opened things up in the second half. 3-point game at the half, 4-point game at the half. But then Derryfield ends up winning it going away, 72-51. I just want to thank the Sunapee people here for being gracious hosts. Paul Scarin, he was great. Greeted me at the door, made sure we were in the right position. Everybody's real nice here. The only thing that didn't go well for them, and he's even got some cake over there for the seniors. Maybe I'll be able to grab a piece on the way out. It didn't go well for the Sunapee tonight. They lose by 21 to Derryfield. Derryfield improves to 16-1. Sunapee at 14-3. For Jen Chick, I'm Pete Terrier on NHSportsPage.com.